Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review, where I'm going to be talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 17, Episode 12. Y'all watch? It was pretty good. We winding down. We've got, 6 episodes left? Just 6 of them left, child, I think, if I can count right. My homegirl Erin's not here with us today, but she will be back for episode 13. Lucky 13, child. I wonder, are they going to do that double whammy elimination? Because, child, how many more weeks we got left? We winding down to the ends, child. I mean, everybody good at this point. You know, it's like, oh, well, you know, you mess up, you mess up. Luck of the draw or whatever, you know, shoot, child, we gonna find out. But yeah, so we found out, you know, Lana Ja'Rae finally got up out of here as she should have been 4 episodes ago. You know, if you always at the bottom, chances are you gonna be out of here. You know, I ain't trying to kick nobody when they down, but she got a lot of, from what I see. Now, I only have been watching Drag Race for a few years now, but still, I see what I see. I know what I know. And it was too many flubs, you know. And I'm glad that if she did talk to her mother, Lux Noir London, in the midst of all of these losses, because she seemed to have, you know, made a change real quick, you know, and that's good because it made a difference. You know what I'm saying? She just couldn't cut it, but that's okay. She's new, and perhaps she can come do it again when, you know, in the next few years, get some more training under her belt, get some more, you know, some more experience doing whatever. I don't see her performing anytime soon because she hasn't put on a performance that I can't wait to see. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying get some more experience, whatever that may be. You know, get your everything, whether it's all the sewing, all the, you know, entertainment. Get your comedy up, especially your reads, child, because everybody talking about that flub for Snatch Game. Everybody waits for Snatch Game, child. Everybody, because we can't wait to see what they look like, what they sound like, who they imitating, how funny they gonna be, how off the cuff. I mean, you know, it just takes time to build that up. And you know, she was just, you know, a little premature. That's all, just a little premature. You know, you're supposed to come out at 40 weeks, come out the womb at 40 weeks. I think she was about 28 weeks at this point. You know, real extreme maturity as far as gestational time. But anyway, I'm glad that she got the experience. I'm glad we got to see her. And I hope that we will see her in the near future. She ain't horrible. I mean, you know, first one left was, you know, we love, but you know what? It was, I would have loved to see Joella make it further than what she did. Her comedy, her what do you call it? Showmanship was better than Lana's, but Lana made it farther. You know, just so happens, luck of the draw. But anyway, we're going to continue on with this episode, y'all. It was really good. And, you know, it's always a festive sight whenever RuPaul comes to let the girls know what they're going to be doing. And what they're going to be doing is making out, trying to figure out how they're going to compete in the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent monologue. So apparently, they have to all judge each other. They will pick each other at 14, and then pretty much they'll couple up, right? And what they're supposed to do is, as you see here, they're all coupled up. We see Jules with Susie. We see Lana with Sam. We see Lexi with Onya. Now, Sam was really perturbed because she and Lexi have been tight. And Sam was like, I can't believe that Lex went over to Onya. Like, what? But then we see Lexi in the confessional saying, I want to win and I want to attach myself to a winner. Like, oh, I can just imagine what Sam is when Sam heard that, how hurt she would have been. Like, you know, it's one thing to make friends and, you know, and be that way, but dang, you know, but it is a competition. And that's why Lexi had the idea when asked in the episode 11 of RuPaul, when RuPaul asked, who would you like to see go home? Of course you want to see your competition go home, but who deserves to go home is pretty much what was being, you know, conveyed. But again, most of the girls was looking at their competition. But the thing is, Onya Nerve is the best competition, better than Susie too, at that time when they said that. And that was before Onya got her 4th win. She had 3 wins at the time that they all wanted Susie to go home. I think they wanted Susie to go home because they're sick and tired of Susie. They don't like her attitude. They don't like, you know, she's, you know, seems like she's better than, and I see it, you know, she's very confident and she lets them know that she's very confident. You know, there goes that very again, but it fits, child, it fits. Yeah, so I think that's why they wanted Susie to go home, because they're sick and tired of Susie. But like I said, Onya is the biggest competition, child. Look like Onya, Onya, Susie, and Jules will be the last 3. The 4th one, child, there's only 5 left because, like I said, Lana Ja'Rae went home, so it's 5 left, child. Well, we're gonna see anyway. At this point, they are teamed up, and they're supposed to write a bio for each other, right? And the least funny bio was Lexi's. It didn't get rang. Nothing really funny about Onya at all. The funniest was Jules, and of course, Jules won that small competition. And with all of that, they have to pick and choose the descriptor of what they will be doing in these monologues, similar to the vagina monologues. I think they said there's something called the penis monologues too. Hey, fun for everybody. So if you don't know what it is, it's about someone coming up and describing a certain situation that either they are making up or that has plagued their life in some type of way. Maybe not plagued, but affected their life in some type of way. So the theme for Jules Sparkles is out of this world. Something, let me see if I wrote it down, child, because I think Miss RuPaul had the audacity, and I do mean the audacity to say exactly what, let me read it to you, because when I take notes, child, I take notes. So anyway, so Jules Sparkles pretty much gives a monologue, about something supernatural, and that pretty much is out of this world. So next we see Susie Toot. Hers is Learned That the Hard Way, and it's pretty much about when you lost and learned a lesson. All right, Sam Starr, she got triggered, child, and there was pretty much something that set you off. Well, that's easy. Lexi Love, Payback's a BITCH, and pretty much it's about karma. Well, there it is. And then Onya Nerve, Obsessed. And it's an intense obsession that took you for a ride. And also, they're also going to perform or display the ugliest dress ever. Can you imagine? Now, when they performed their monologues, it was pretty good. Some had some struggles, like for instance, Sam Starr and Lana Ja'Rae. I can already tell Sam Starr was not in it. You can just tell Sam Starr was not pleased to have the bottom be, one of the people that's always at the bottom be her partner. She wanted her homegirl. It will pretty much, I think Sam wanted anybody but Lana Ja'Rae. And sorry to sad to say, but she the talent Lana's talent hasn't developed enough for Sam Starr to consider being a partner. And it's just so obvious. I mean, Sam Starr comes from the pageant world, and that happens is cutting throat. So it is what it is. The next couple that came up was, it wasn't all that, was Susie Toot and Jules Sparkles. It was said that they didn't come across in the drag race way. It was very earnest, as Michelle called it, stern, straight to the point. And, it wasn't comical. This is drag race. Everything is exaggerated. We want to see something more exciting, some laughter, of course. Pretty much throw in what you've been doing all season, or pretty much throw in what this competition is all about. We have some comedy, throughout the season. We have off the cuff. Could have thrown anything in there that could have made an impact other than acting out every word for word. It was quite boring. And that's what Susie Toot wanted. She wanted something just like that, and that's what she got. Perhaps she may not make it to the last three. Just a little tangent. I imagine, honestly, the last three would be Onya Nerve, Lexi Love, and Jules Sparkles. Now, Sam Starr and Jules Sparkles are cousins. I think Jules may be Sam's niece. Crystal, because Crystal Sparkles is Jules Sparkles' drag mom, I believe. Crystal Sparkles is related to Sam Starr's mom, who is Trinity the Tuck. I just don't remember the relationship, but Sam Starr said recently on Roscoe's Tavern, if you haven't watched it, tune in to Roscoe's on YouTube. Anywho, Sam Starr mentioned that she didn't want to, they both didn't want to, drum up their relationship throughout the season, because really, I didn't see them really talking at all. Like, they really played, the part of, we don't really F with each other in a way, but we know that they're related. So it was quite obvious, but at the same time, it wasn't, exaggerated. But who knows? The end, it could be Jules and Sam. You know, because everybody that we see here had a flub on the runway. Everybody. Although Onya had one flub and they liked everything else. Everybody else had a couple of flubs, you know. So anyway, yeah, so with their monologues, the best monologue, of course, was Onya Nerve and Lexi Love, and they really enjoyed it. So now we're going to get into the runway, child. Ugliest dress ever. Ooh, child. Now, there were some of these heifers didn't even look bad, but according to Jules, the 80s was a horrible time. And she came out with the 80s. Heifer, when was you born? Everybody was like the 80s. That was one of the best times for fashion. Shoot, it really was. Fluorescence and big hair, and everybody had big hair, child, no matter what race, ethnicity. Everybody's hair was feathered because the Farrah Fawcett of it all. I mean, I'm just saying, everybody had a feather. Just because people's hair texture was different don't mean they couldn't feather. I mean, mullets, even if the mullet was somewhat of a feather. Girl, bye. Anyway, see, you had to be there. You know what I'm saying? The 80s was a time. Anyway, so we see Mother Rue coming through. Yes. 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 Here we go. A little more close up. Ooh, beautiful. Now that outfit, I would have liked to see more of a rhinestone sparkle than a sequin sparkle. But who am I? I'm just looking. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we got the beautiful Michelle Visage. Yes, ma'am. She's so pretty. T.S. Madison, looking fabulous with her cute self. And Gerald Carmichael. All right now. I think he was on the Carmichael show. I'm not sure what else he's doing. I haven't seen him in a very long time. But anywho, now let's get this runway together, child. The ugliest thing, Susie, too. I just thought about what I saw earlier, the fashion review with Raja and Raven. If y'all haven't watched that, please go to RuPaul's Drag Race, or it's on Wow. Anyway, just type in fashion photo review with Raja and Raven on YouTube. Whichever channel they on, child, I forgot. Can't confirm it, but cracked me all the way up today. Oh, I needed that laugh so bad. It was so funny. But yeah, this is Susie, y'all. Pretty much they said from the neck up, it was horrible. It was ugly, but they didn't mind the dress. Poor Susie. They just dogging her out left and right. She can't catch a doggone break. But I didn't think it was bad, but it was like, I've seen ugly sweaters look worse. It was horrible. I mean, the band skirt was fabulous, but again, yeah, that's Susie, y'all. Now this heifer right here, Jules Sparkle was talking about the dress was hideous. Then she want to come out with a Gilda Radner, Rosanna Dana hairdo, and these ugly braces to make herself look ugly. Girl, the dress wasn't. Again, it was a regular prom dress from the 80s. And why is your nipple showing? You should have got points off for that. Can I show this? Oh my goodness. Hope I don't get copyright or a flag. Anywho, yeah. You look more hideous in the dress. I mean, blue eyeshadow was something of the 80s, and we were laughing at blue eyeshadow in the 90s, child. Can you believe we had blue eyeshadow? Child, it was always the blue that just stood out as the most hideous. So I'll give her that much. But it's supposed to be about the dress, not the makeup, the dress specifically. No, the dress was not hideous. I agree with Raja and Raven. Now, this wasn't even a dress, but it was hideous. Some turkey outfit. And child, the shoe, child, I mean, the face was great. Onya Nerve knows how to put on a show. She is the hostess with the mostest. Child. Now we got Lexi Love. Oh Lord, these ladies really okay, well, I'll say this. I agree with a lot of what Raja and Raven said on Fashion Photo Review. This isn't hideous. This isn't ugly. It gives me Cyndi Lauper, of course, from the 80s, born and bred in the 80s, as far as her coming out into the music scene. She's what, 60 something, almost 70 years old. Anywho, great voice. Oh my God. Real quick, y'all. If ever y'all go on YouTube and pull up Cyndi Lauper and Patti LaBelle had this cute little variety show she had once or twice back in the 80s, of course. And when Cyndi Lauper made an appearance, now Luther was on there too, child. Ooh, Luther and Patti. I'm gonna find that and watch it later. Anyway, when Cyndi Lauper came on, before Ariana Grande, before Christina Aguilera, I'm about to say Christina Applegate, before Christina Aguilera, before Pink, before, what's that girl, JoJo? I forget her name. Jessie J. It's a few other ones before, what's the girl who the first one who won American Idol? My girl. Forgot her name. Just like before all of the white girls who can sing they ass off was Cyndi Lauper. Of course, Tina Marie was already out. Don't get me wrong. We had some greats. Janis Joplin, she was more in the 70s and maybe late 60s. But as far as the 80s is concerned, child, listen. I'm just going to tell you. Cyndi Lauper, and I think she still can sing. Now I'm going to see her doing some commercials for this, that, and third. But Cyndi Lauper, girl. Whew, baby, you want to hear somebody sing? Woo, that's Cyndi doggone Lauper. Anyway, what was I saying? Lexi Love, yeah. So this is cute. I mean, it wasn't horrible, ugly, but it is busy as fuck. I mean, I'm just saying. Child, next, we got Sam Starr. Now, Sam Starr, they said this is kind of couture. But she said because she's bleeding out and carrying on, she thought it was ugly. Child, this don't look nothing like nothing ugly. Can you imagine? Just because you got some fake blood trickling down and you crying, carrying on. What? It's actually not. I don't think they really got the memo. But who did get the memo of all people, no shade, was Lana Ja'Rae. She actually brought back Candy Muse, from season 13. Candy Muse wore the exact same thing, child. It looked like it because it's swallowing up Lana Ja'Rae. No shade to Candy because they are different sizes, child. But yeah, as you can see. Okay. And of course, we know who won. It was Onya Nerve and Lexi Love for everything. They won for the week. It was, now that's why I'm saying it's going to be maybe double elimination because it was a double winner this time. Even though they were coupled up, you know, it wasn't just one person winning. So this is Lexi's second win and Anya's fourth win. All right. They just real happy. Lexi Love couldn't believe it. Yes. And of course, that leads to Sam Starr is mad as all get out. Ooh, she mad. Susie and Jules made it. You know, they were second. And so they had to face off, child. They had to sing Dua Lipa's Illusion. I never heard this song. I heard a few from Dua Lipa, but I never heard this one. And of course, we know who won, child. Sam Starr, baby. Yeah, she was happy about that, but she was perturbed because she's never been at the bottom before. Well, you know, like I said, this is where everybody's getting good. Somebody gonna be at the bottom that ain't never been there before, or who, you know, it is what it is. It just so happens from moving forward, if you ain't bringing it, you going home. So again, Face the music, face the music, face the music. Child, listen. RuPaul's Drag Race is coming to an end this season. I wonder when this All Stars coming up. I haven't seen any advertising. I'm gonna keep looking for it. Keep looking out for it. But that was it, y'all. I appreciate you for coming through. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And when we come back for the next review, my homegirl Erin will be here. And you can hear her wonderful voice as well as mine. Thanks again. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. All right, bye. All day.